What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? Raz2501 here, wishing you all a very blessed Sunday. Alright, guys, so, I thought this would be an interesting video because last Sunday was Easter, and I found this video by Bible Unleashed. It was the moment the Easter Bunny found Jesus. And that just seems adorable as all get out. So let's see what we got here, alright? I remember the death battle of Genghis Khan versus the Easter Bunny. Oh my god. If you haven't seen that, I definitely recommend you look it up. Genghis Khan, Easter my ass, you're not in the Bible. You're a fluffy bitch mascot from Hallmark in denial. I can't recommend that shit enough. Anyway, let's see what lessons Jesus has for the Easter Bunny. So let's go. Oh, you're so fluffy.
Whoa! You're not supposed to be here. The big delivery's tomorrow, and I've got hundreds of eggs left to hide.
Peace, dear friend. I am Jesus, and I think we've both been terribly misunderstood.
Misunderstood? You try explaining why you hide eggs when folks still think I'm the main event of Easter. No offense.
None taken. In John 10:10 I say, the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy, but I have come to give life. Seems we've both had our message repackaged over the years.
Repackaged. It's pretty cool that they went with the cute Easter Bunny. They also could have gone with the one from Rise of the Guardians. that would have been a very interesting Easter Bunny.
Wait, you know what it's like to have your story turned into pastel fluff?
Pastel
Tell
fluff,
me,
yeah.
what's inside that shell?
Empty, just plastic.
Ah, but this one. Life waiting to burst forth, just like my resurrection. The real reason for Easter.
Yeah.
The world covers it in chocolate and ribbons. But the miracle's still inside. Sound familiar?
I do that. I hide the real thing behind the fun stuff. But does it even matter? Kids just care about the candy.
In Matthew 19:14 I say, let the little children come to me. You give them joy with eggs and hunts. And that joy, it's the gateway to mine. Keep hiding those eggs, friend.
Aww.
But when they ask why, point them to the empty tomb.
So I'm not
There you
just
go.
a fluffy distraction.
Aww.
You're my favorite fuzzy evangelist. Now hop to it. You've got kingdom work to do.
That's so sweet.
Okay, Jesus, I get the whole resurrection thing. Eggs, new life, all that. But
Yeah.
why bunnies? Like, biologically speaking, we don't even lay eggs. How'd I get stuck with this gig?
Ah, in Job 12:7-8 I say, ask the animals and they will teach you. Think of it. Bunnies multiply abundantly, just like my grace. And eggs? A perfect shell for the greatest surprise in history. I do love a good object lesson.
But what about when people only care about the candy? Like 0% Jesus, 100% jelly beans.
Ever sneak
I
a
don't really
veggie
care
into
for
a
jelly
toddler's
beans.
cupcake?
Yeah.
In Mark 4:26-20.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. Like, you try telling a heroin addict he's going to a place with no heroin. He's gonna resist. You gotta trick him.
8. I compare my kingdom to seeds growing
That was a
secretly.
quote, by the way. Let me know if you know where it's
Your
from.
eggs are like those seeds. First comes the sugar rush. Then the questions.
Whoa. So I'm like,
Yeah, the sugar rush.
Holy bacon.
Why can I see
Like
sound?
the fuzzy John the Baptist. In Luke
Aw.
1:17, he turns hearts toward children. You turn children toward me, one egg hunt at a time.
but what if I mess up? Like, say I accidentally hide eggs in a snake's den.
Psalm 37:23-24. The Lord makes firm his steps. Though he stumble, he will not fall. Even if your eggs roll into a ditch, I'll use it. Remember the donkey who literally tripped carrying me into Jerusalem? Still part of the story.
Do you like being upstaged by bunnies and bonnets?
In Philippians 1:18, I rejoice when Christ is preached, even through chocolate. The world dresses
Wait.
my truth in
I'm pretty sure
frills,
Philippians doesn't say
but
that.
the cross still stands. And you make the hard truth hop a little closer to their hearts.
So, I'm not stealing your holiday.
You're delivering it. Now hop along. He is risen and you've got work to do.
That's
Jesus.
precious.
All this talk about eggs and resurrection is great, but Good Friday's coming. The cross part. How can people celebrate bunnies and candy when that happened first?
Ah, little friend. The cross and the empty tomb are one story. In John 12:24, I say, unless a grain of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains alone. But if it dies, it bears much fruit. The joy of Easter means nothing without the sacrifice of Friday.
So, the chocolate eggs,
Wait, what
the happy
oh.
hunts, they're not ignoring the hard part.
Tell me what's inside this one.
Empty.
Just like the tomb, the sweetness comes from the hollow space. People can taste the joy because they know the cost. That's why I told Martha in John 11:25, I am the resurrection and the life. The "and" matters.
But how can folks live that? Like practically?
You prepare all week for one morning, yes? So they can too. Before they dye eggs, they can remember my wounds. Before the feast, they can fast. Before the He is risen, they can whisper, it is finished.
It is finished.
The whole story.
It's always a
In
sad
1
story,
Corinthians 15:55,
but
Paul
it is
shouts,
necessary.
Where, O death, is your sting? But first, the sting had to come. So when people watch us talk, they can ask, where does my joy come from? And let the answer lead them through Friday to Sunday.
I'll tell them. I'll make sure they know the eggs are hollow for a reason.
That's my boy. Now off you go. You've got Good Friday deliveries too. Extra dark chocolate this year.
Extra dark chocolate.
Wait, if the cross is why the tomb is empty, then why do I get all the credit every year? It's not fair to you.
In Isaiah 55:9, I remind you my ways
Oh,
are
Linda.
higher than your ways. The world will always chase the shiny wrapper, but the real miracle is what cracks death open. Besides, you think I mind sharing my weekend with a fuzzy evangelist?
Aww,
But I
that's so
don't
sweet.
preach. I just hop and hide things. Sometimes I forget where.
Exactly. In
Yeah, that's actually there's an adorable story like that. We used to have Easter egg hunts at my uncle's, and speaking of which, that's another sad story about that. Is I recently lost my uncle. He passed away, but he was really sick and he wasn't right in the head for quite a while. So it wasn't like a big surprise. I mean, he was getting sicker and sicker, and we didn't think he'd make it through the week last week. He didn't. He died just a couple days before Easter. In that regard, at my uncle's house used to be a big family gathering, like everybody, cousins, my grandparents, uncles, and other uncles and aunts. We were always there, and we had a big Easter egg hunt every year on Easter. And we had an Easter egg hunt and blah blah blah, and then I think it was like a couple weeks later we were there for someone's birthday, and I was just a kid just running around out in the backyard by the bushes. And believe it or not, I found this big old friggin' plastic egg filled with candy. It was like, oh, that was from last Easter. Like, oops! It was like 2 or 3 weeks later. Funny. Anyway, yeah, because we forget. Got to remember them eggs. All right, let's keep going.
Matthew 18:3, I say, unless you become like little children. You lead them with wonder first. The hunting, the laughter. Then boom, the truth jumps out.
So my
That's a good one.
silliness is holy.
In Zechariah 4:10 I ask, who dares despise small beginnings?
Oh.
Even a bunny's oops is my opportunity. Now, ready for your real Easter mission?
Sir, yes, sir.
Tell them this. The empty tomb outshines the fullest basket, and the best hiding
Oh,
spot
that's a good one.
is right in their hearts.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a real good one, actually. Okay, so there you go, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That was a good one. That had some good messages. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a good one. Like this video and subscribe. Definitely click on the link to the original in the description. Like the original and subscribe to Bible Unleashed. They deserve it for good stuff like this. So I hope you guys have a blessed Sunday. I hope to keep bringing you guys more nonsense for many years to come. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.